Hello, 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 and welcome back to my most ill-conceived idea for dungeon crawling to date, the My Little Pony Friendship is Masochistic run. Where last we left off, innocent, quiet, shy little Fluttershy, to try to do her name right, had entered the dungeon and proved that mean Fluttershy is totally a thing. We're trying to keep with the idea of her being a master of all things animals and or a friend to all things animals because friendship is magic, and so magically summoning animals like imps, small mammals, canine familiars, and soon enough ice beasts and scorpions. I thought about it and realized I needed to add one restriction, and that is because in the show canonly Fluttershy is scared of dragons, cannot summon dragons. I cannot stress this enough. Summon Dragon is a spell that I will not use this run. That will make this game significantly harder. That's what I'm going to have to deal with. But other than that, the run has been going quite well. I've picked up one or two interesting and useful items, and including, I think I purchased actually this fantastic ring of impede accuracy but boost everything else by a lot, including evade. And since I'm graduating to more and more using my summons and not really doing a lot with my basic attacks, yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, Fluttershy died to orcish priests and a more solid orc, not Fluttershy, Twilight Sparkle died to more serious orcs a long time before this, so already Fluttershy has done much better, and this is just a really good engage for me. I've got a cloud of imps, and they've even raised dead, so yeah, that's great. Now, let's see, let's beat him up. Let's do that. So far, so good. I'm still using a short sword. I should switch this off to a good pike as soon as I have one available to me. And I also really do need some corpses pretty soon. Go on, kill it. Okay, since it's running, I can probably just kill it. There we go. But I do need food, and oh no, this was before that had Doan and whatever the freak his sister is called. Send a bunch of imps now that we're out of range. Boom! We got there. Pick up the dagger, that's fine. I don't need it just now. I need food more than anything else. So, that's part of, if I recall correctly, what I was doing. That's also why I was maxing, or why I was boosting spellcasting currently. So that I can get some of this spellcasting penalty reduced for my level 2 spells. So I attempted to go Elevelin for a little while, but Elevelin is anti-summoner. Anti-summons taking damage, so that just isn't going to work out. Okay, I don't have the hunger support to cast Call Imps anymore. Not at very hungry, so I'm going to use Spammels, which is short for spamming mammals, which is summoning mammals repeatedly. And then use that to distract them while I go up and attack them. Okay, that didn't work. Got rid of one, but didn't get rid of the other. I'm still too nauseous to eat food, but if I go around the long way, there's a good chance that there's a corpse that I can butcher. And since I have the speed, I will be able to get there in time. Pick up the chunks and keep running. Okay, that's enough of us. I think it's dead. I'm still too hungry, but there we go. Duvessa is probably going to be berserked because of the loss of her hubby, or friend, or whatever the fuck they are in canon, I don't know. Okay, let's do that, send them to attack, make sure I'm out of range of the pike before oh! I don't know what just happened, but whatever it was nearly killed me, so let's heal wounds and then kill him. That trident looks like a very good weapon. It is a very good weapon. Just must have been a lucky attack. It's not a very dangerous weapon. Oh, I'm under attack again. But I do like pikes for this particular reason of being able to kite as effectively as I can. It'd be just like you imps to blink right when I need you protecting me. Okay, there we go. I'm near starving again, so let's keep eating. And finally I become sick. There we go. work my way through the sickness. All of the orc corpses have rotted, naturally, but whatever. This is all off of one bout of nausea. I cannot believe this. And I can't possibly kill her. The only question is whether or not I can get away from her while she's berserked. I doubt it. Oh, she took a turn to stop and poison me. That's good. But there's not going to be any food on this floor anymore either. I'm actually at risk of starving to death. That's kind of disturbing. Let's try and pull that ant upstairs with me and hopefully get some real food out of it. No food. No hungerless casting. I may just have to eat a ration pretty soon. How much permafood am I down to exactly? There is some... Oh, that's locked away in a vault. Let's try that. Okay, I'm officially starving. I may be nauseated, but I don't really have an option but to eat a ration. Yeah, I have no idea how you're supposed to play a caster centaur, or probably you're not supposed to play a caster centaur. You're probably supposed to start off with something different. It worked just fine when I was on a wizard run because I immediately focused the hunger problem, but these are theme runs, so that's not an option. Okay, let's kill the bat. And you know what? It would have been just so in character for that bat to have left an edible corpse right now when I can't make use of it. Okay, so far so good. Alrighty. First hit did not go well. Let's start adding mammals to the mix and start poking across the mammals. There we go. Cut. Oh, can we stab him? No, we can't stab him. I canter way too loudly. Canter. It's a fun word. I canter a lot. Canter a lot. Alright, anything hungerless? Spammels is now hungerless. I'm switching that to my main spell. Because, let's be real here, hunger is more likely to kill me right now than enemies. Seeing as to how I have very little permafood and no ability to get engorged. If I can find an amulet of the gourmand, it will solve my hunger woes a lot. It won't fix them, but it will solve a lot of the problem. Whoa, what the hell am I looking at? And why am I attacking with no minions? That's just not a good idea against a summoner. Yeah, this is not going to end well. He's out-summoning me 10 to 1, and I'm in an unknown floor. I'm just going to run for it. Okay. Strike 2. This time we're going to use my most powerful summons. And stab across them for maximum damage. Okay, they're all dead, and all I have now is 1 heal wounds. I can heal wounds, though, if I go any lower. Well, I just went lower, so totally gonna heal wounds. There we go. I do not have any food, and I don't want to fight a summoner, so I'm gonna go the long way around him. You know what? There's a lot of food here. I'm just going to eat it. Go ahead and attack for me, minions. If I can stab across... This is actually going to be very effective kiting. To have a minion wall and then stab across the minion wall. Fluttershy would approve, too, because it can totally be done while being a total coward, right? And she's the wussiest pony of the lot of them. Not that I hate her for it. Good God, Fluttershy is awesome. Oh, wow, I have 5 blink scrolls? That's fantastic. And I'm nauseated. That's less than fantastic. Let's get a nice big spammel army up, and then send them all in. Oh, no. Refocus to Eustatio. I'm going to run the other direction. Because he's going to just keep getting imps and upon imps to guard this floor. This is why Mephitic Cloud is so much smarter. Mephitic Cloud plus imps, problem solved. Yeah, you may have no guarantee. Oh, I'm hungry. Let's eat Boca. There we go. Stab, 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 stab. Kill, 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 kill. So Fluttershy carefully continues exploring, tiptoeing as much as she can to avoid making any noise that might alert anything. Unfortunately, when a pony tiptoes, it's not exactly that quiet. Okay, I'm hungry again, so it will be good to eat if I can kill this thing. Why are you at low health? Not that I object, mind you, I'm just surprised. Yeah, notice that he has like 7 allies, and now I just got flanked. What's the best way out of this mess? Definitely I want to get at least 1 ally on the field. I suspect these imps, or these jackals aren't real, so if I can kill them and get past them, I can escape. In fact, I can do better than escape. I can block the way with my own minions. Destroyed the zombie that got summoned off the jackal corpse and then run. That should hold them. And then I'm going to go down a floor because that last floor has clearly become more than I can handle right now. Between Eustatio and the army of orcs hiding in a hallway. This is not how I usually play. Usually I clear a floor before moving on, but I'm being forced to use these tactics since I don't have the tools to clear floors efficiently. And you know what? That's kind of interesting to me. It's a different sensation of playing than I'm used to. Okay. You know, it just stopped being interesting and started being irritating. Let's fireball once, because that might get us a quick kill or two. And what's the strongest ally I can get? This guy and that guy. And then just run. This floor is going to be flooded with ranged attacking kobolds that I can't eat, that I can't resist poison from, and that I just have to deal with. I have enough mana to summon at most 8 minions at a time, I guess. 8 reasonable minions at a time. And that's ignoring hunger costs, which I can't ignore because I have such high hunger demands. And actually, I've accumulated a fair stock of random foods now. I guess I can afford to use a little bit better spellcasting. Unfortunately, that was my only teleport scroll, and even more unfortunately, it landed me practically adjacent to the room of hell. I'm going to immediately head south. You know, out of here. Perfect. Suicidal kobolds are totally fine by me. I have the ability to blink if necessary, so I'm just going to continue fighting him until I have to. Because if I can just kill him, I can save the blink scroll. Yep, 1v1 is not good, but 1v1 with the ability to hide behind a minion and pike. Or use the trident reach, I guess. It's not technically piking. It's totally fine with me. And imps should have enough mobility that they're hard to hit in the first place. They have good evade. Unfortunately, good is not great. He's cut off. That's good. Nope. But summon imp is now almost as hungerless as my whatchamachocolate, my Spammels spell had been just a little bit ago. So we're getting there. Definitely want to close that door on my way past. What do you guys have? Which of these do I need to learn? I need to know what speed is for sure. Well, I guess I'm naturally fast. Okay, here's what I need to know. I need to make sure I don't get slowed or poisoned at an inopportune moment. So those are totally going to be purchased right now. Normally I would save my money since identifying is not that big a deal, but given the kind of run I'm attempting here, there's a good chance that I would otherwise never spend that money because I'll just die. So, spending the money early. Come on, kill this goddamn imp. And this process gets me a little bit more mana back, so that's worth it. Hiding behind my guy and piking across. Hiding behind my guy and piking across, and they're all disappearing, either from death or boredom. Come on, die! Yay! Perfect. Okay, continuing the job with piking. It's amazing to me, honestly, is I would never have considered this tactic. I'm saying that wrong. This tactic would never have occurred to me outside of this game. But just in the moment when I'm dealing with this particular kind of army, I'm suddenly finding one space hallways to be a reasonable place for me to be. In fact, let me go ahead and remove my ring of shadow. And just make good on the fact that I can stab reliably. I mean, that's going to improve my accuracy by 4, while reducing my evade, but since I'm hiding behind minions, my evade is a little less important right now. Curse. Oh crap, that could kill me, so let's go ahead and get out any other potential curse scrolls. Okay, and now let's remove all the curses together. Hunger is increased. You know what? I want my mana back really badly. So I kind of want to find a safe place to hide. We're 3v1ing him right now, so let's just finish that. And then I need food too, though. And I'm not getting that from here. Hide and pike. One of you is going to die eventually. There we go. Pike the other guy. Perfect. Moving on. Here we're just going to use the cloud approach to take him out while I continue to do the hide and pike approach. The best part of doing the hide and pike is that if he gets distracted by my minions because he's actually attacking them, I get a stab chance. Which is admittedly less good than stabbing with a dagger, but still a stab. I mean, bonus damage is bonus no matter what, right? I so need poison resistance. But I don't have it, which means I'm soon enough just gonna be forced to eat whatever is available. You know, my permafood. Nope. These are legit corpses. Okay, but that was a illegitimate idea. I don't know why. I guess I'm just so desperate from hunger that I'm not thinking as clearly. And that actually is a very dangerous place to be, so I'm going to eat this apple right now, just so that I have the ability to continue casting spells. I have to use heal wounds. I might also consider using a potion of might right now, as well as another potion of heal wounds and agility, because I need to win this fight. My hunger is not going to allow me to back off here. Intelligence boost definitely, and then just... Oh Christ, okay. I really was banking on getting a kill here without having to blink, but I failed, and now I just have to face the music and spam mammals. In fairness, like, retrospectively, the rush was probably more in my head than anywhere else. I just didn't want this corpse over here to rot, but now that I'm thinking about it, I can't step on this square without healing first. So let's go ahead and do what we have to do to clear this out by stabbing that fish to death. And then, yay, we got clean corpses to eat. And not clean corpses to eat next, which causes nausea, which is going to mean that I'm at the very least very hungry before I can eat again. I can now spam mammals at will, because I now get 2 for 1 cast because the power of the spell has risen enough. That is a significant step towards long-term success. Because now I can actually create a swarm quickly. Like, I'm not as powerful as Eustacio is yet, but I'm getting there. Oh, please leave a corpse. He can't reach with that axe, so I'm safe as long as I keep my distance. And once he steps out, sure, they get an initial swarm, but... Okay, fine. Just die already. Tired of playing intelligently. Now I'm just gonna kill you. Okay, I guess I'm getting lit on fire because near starving lowers my accuracy. God damn it. Alright, eat. Eat. Eat, 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 eat. Hunger is ridiculous. Like, earlier it was just a matter of me being spoiled because I'm used to playing champions for whom it's less of a concern. But no, now it's just truly ridiculous. I can't do anything without being made hungry by doing it. I need an amulet of the gourmand, otherwise, as a quality of life improvement, if nothing else. Please be out of exploding darts. Please be out of exploding darts. I got hit twice, thrice. See, so normally all this would have been over because that cache of kobolds there at the beginning of that door, yeah, I'd have Mephitic Cloud at the door and then watch them kill each other. And, you know, volunteer a few stabs of my own every now and then. Instead, I'm still dealing with the fallout of not having been able to face that onslaught. But the good news is I can now spam summon mammals for free, hunger-wise at least, and that's helping a lot. Because in a low-rank situation, that's all I need. I'm making another stab at clearing this floor. I do have chunks in my pocket, so the moment I'm no longer nauseous, I'll probably need them. Okay. I'm already ready to eat if I have the opportunity to do so. Let's kill this orc, and then come back for these ones, reaching over to stab across them. I can actually tab to stab, that's helpful. I'll just do that from now on. Okay, we got him. Slaughter. Holy Wrath Sword, nice. Go ahead and create a cloud and send them at this guy. Ah, don't get adjacent to it. Tab to stab, tab to stab, tab to... Fuck. Not tab to fuck, tab to stab. There we go. If ever it was important to not get physically adjacent to an enemy, it's these guys. They can both poison me and rot me. And I can now eat, so we'll eat the hound flesh, and that should be just about it. I don't know if we ever got to Eustacio, so let's check his last known position. And I'm nauseated again. There is Eustacio. Switch to the main weapon, switch to the main weapon. I was too slow to butcher the corpse, and it got resurrected under my feet. We're gonna just swarm, encounter swarm right now. I'm gonna back off to give him a chance to come out, because I feel like... No, don't switch back to your main weapon, please. I want you to finish the job you started. Okay, good. Now you can wield your main weapon, and now please proceed to out-summon the summoner. Okay, we're adjacent to each other, which means I can actually get some stabs in now, because if we're adjacent, then every turn he doesn't summon is a good one. Okay, we won the fight. He left behind... I can't see from here, but we'll find out shortly. I'm going to back away right now. It looks like one of the skeletons... one of the imps raised Eustacio as a zombie, which is fine. I'll just get to double kill him. Okay. I can totally stab you across my own pets, dude. And I no longer have corpses anymore. Go fucking figure. Eustachio's down. Chunk didn't poison me. Or whatever me. Okay. Okay, so that vault that had a whole bunch of standing dead chunks also had 2 depleted wands of disintegrate, which makes sense because that would leave chunks. Let's descend further into the dungeon. Fluttershy has been remarkably successful. I think her natural inclination towards being very careful and cautious in everything she does is helping, since that would help any crawler. Wand of Cold is very tempting. At 260 with 6 linear shots would be nice, but I don't have the money. Ironically, those poison potions that I picked up earlier probably cost me the money that I would have otherwise needed. Alright, let's use our superior speed to get away from Mr. Ice Bear. And then we'll use our superior range to pike Mr. Ice Bear, while using our casting ability to keep a gap between us and Mr. Ice Bear. This is a remarkably effective technique, and spears are not terribly uncommon in the early game. At least some basic ones, or, you know, spear traps and the like. I'm thinking that I could try and make a summoner reliable with this tactic of hiding behind a single summon and stabbing across him for the damage output initially that I need. I'd rather wear Elven than Golden Dragon, a Golden Helmet. Okay, we've got a hungrier customer here, so let's be sure to give him a not-so-friendly reception, because I have enough hunger issues without being starved to death by a ghost. Let's stab this scorpion next. Okay. Bookshop includes the Book of Power, but I'm trying to do this as a pure summoner. So I guess I have to stick with my theme. I could pick up a zap spell, but that would be... I'm not sure how in character that would be. I'm not sure if I have to do this to maintain character. I know I said in my very first video that I am not going to hold myself ridiculously to being in character, but oh lord. Options, options, options. The Cursed -5 Leather Armor of Knots and Crosses. Okay. Chainmail, Shield of the Gong, Spirit, resist electricity, resist necrotic, MR. Alright, the only things here that are the only thing here that marginally interests me is this -5 leather armor of resist poison, because resisting poison is very nice. But at -5, it like guarantees everything's gonna hit. I don't have a cloak yet. I don't know if I can wear a cloak, but I'm gonna take it anyway. I can. That cost me a lot of money, but money is cheap if you don't spend it. It's not gonna help you. Let's go ahead and read a scroll to identify it. Let's keep moving. Oh, perfect. I found a food shop. I'm gonna buy everything that's not meat that they have. Okay, I'm gonna buy everything that's not meat that I can afford that they have. And then I'm gonna eat something right now because I'm kind of near starving. Okay. As I come into more money, I am going to become less and less concerned about food death now. Especially since I'm using naturally hungerless spells. In fact, why is spellcasting on and summons off? Now, summons have to be focused more. I must have, like, not remembered to turn it back on after my initial... just trying to be a better caster. Alright. Let's go ahead and butcher, and Fluttershy away. Okay, thank God I carry 2 darts on hand. Less thanks to God because they both missed, and that's going to cost me a meat ration and some meat chunks, and I'm confused. Okay, perfect. I got out of it. At least it didn't take away my bread rations, which is what I really care about. The usual battle tactic for being in a hallway. We flood the hallway with a summon caster 2, and then we proceed to stab across our summons, giving ground as needed. Now notice that both the summon and me are technically attacking, so this is actually both command of the animals as well as self-control. Notice that I also summoned some stronger animals here, but okay, that sucks. We're going to use a Scroll of Fear, maybe? Except the troll will probably be unaffected, or the troll will be affected, the phantom won't be. If the phantom's not affected, what's the point? I'm going to use a potion of agility right now to try and increase my odds of dodging, and then I'm going to take off the Ring of Shadows to further increase my chance of dodging. So my evade is up 15. I don't know what just happened, but whatever it is, it looks like the troll died and the phantom bailed simultaneously. I just had to be very concerned about death in that situation. We're going to go ahead and fill the hallway so that nothing can get adjacent to me by blinking. And then tab and stab. Okay, we made it out. So I generally never end up using potions of agility, despite the fact that I almost always end up keeping 1 or 2 on hand for just in case. So this was a clear example of me picking it up anyway because because hey, why not? All right. Spam mammals or summon mammals is a good example of an ability that changes with level. It starts off by being lousy, but the only thing you have. Then you get summon imps and it becomes strictly inferior, and then it becomes better again when it doubles in power. Alright, ice beasts are now close enough to being reliable that I can choose to memorize them, as is scorpions. Obviously I'm going to need training to get either of them more reliable. We're going to trickle ice, and we're going to let spellcasting hit 8 before we turn it off. Just back off. Back off, back off, back off. Because at least one of those guys has a pike of his own. Alright, stab, 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 tab and stab, tab and stab, tab, tab and stab, tab and stab, tab and stab, tab and stab. Okay, there we go. Eat. Just straight up punch him in the face. There's no reason not to. We'll put this back on as well. Alright, I'm just going to let the poison wear out. Poison needles last notoriously long in my experience. There we go. Waited it out. And it... Ooh, a shiny buckler. Of protection. Between my Orcish Trident of protection and my buckler of protection, I'm actually quite well protected. What has that done to my spellcasting? All of my base spells are still totally reliable. That's comforting. We're going to train shields shortly, but first I don't want more than 3 skills being trained, so... And shields has a -3, so it's going to be a hard train no matter what. We may actually hold off on training it for a while longer, since I'm already getting reliable spells without it. And ultimately, I'd rather have a 2-handed weapon that gives me better protects. Don't you know better than to attack your own kind? Oh wait, you're a centaur and I'm a pony. You're a bad pony. I'm gonna stab you with a trident. In the face. Okay, Dungeon 8 is cleared. I am very hungry. I'm going to stabilize my hunger status and then call it because I'm running low on time again. But yeah, Fluttershy has been very cautiously tiptoeing into the dungeon. She's still in search of some of the more cuter and happier and cuddlier animals like, whatchamacallit? The butterflies that she's heard of. But as it is, she's happy enough that she has little critters that are happy enough that are doing her bidding and dying in large numbers. But let's ignore that part because that just doesn't sound very Fluttershy-like. It's more like mean Fluttershy. Alright, back off and stab and dead. Okay. I'm near starving, which is a bad place to be, but I do still have my one turn to eat foods, so I'm not afraid of being in combat despite that. But god damn it, I need to have something other than whites to fight. I'm used to these guys coming in groups of 4, but lately it just seems like they don't stop coming. Let's go ahead and eat a pear. Still waiting for my hunger status to stabilize before I quit. It's a bat. Maybe the bat will give me something good to eat. Nope. They look summoned even. Just mop them up, please. Not sure what's going on here. Hippogriff. Hippogriff is good food. Nom. Alright, we'll grab some of these rations. He's actually managing to hit me. That's kind of disturbing. Oh, my ring is on. Okay. The ring is boosting my evade? I had that backwards. I thought the ring was hurting my evade. It's helping my evade and it's hurting my attack. So when I'm doing stab runs, it probably pays to take it off. In the short term. Alright, there's the Goliath beetle down. And I don't even know what this particular string of volts is, but it's disturbing. Let's go ahead and get an ice beast on the field. Just, you know, so I have something of a little more substance for when they come for me. And then we'll back out here enough that they can come to me, and I can swarm them with low levels. Please attack, and I will continue the stabbing, and together we will kill the Hunger Ghost before it reaches me. Okay, Hungry Ghost is dead, Phantom is dead, Ice Magic levels up. Ice Magic needs to continue leveling. Spellcasting needs to hit 8 so I can turn it off before I quit and forget that that was my plan. Come on, work already. I don't actually know what's in this mess, and that makes fighting harder. But the fact that my battle strategy is surround yourself so that nothing can reach you makes it a lot easier. Okay, we got the Hungry Ghost. I have almost full mana, which is nice. Got the zombie. Let's continue flooding this chamber. Oh, I got pincered. That's gonna hurt. Okay, ogre zombie is dead. Oh, this was an orcish mine store? Then why is everything fucking undead? And ogres at that. I mean, orcs make sense, but I guess there are trolls in the orcish mines all the time. I guess I should just back off here. Double trolls is not going to be fun to fight against. Figure my way out. Alright. Got him. Spellcasting leveled. Drop the spellcasts. Summons don't need to be quite as hyper-focused. 17%. That's good. Interestingly enough, the biggest reason I generally use Ice Beasts over anything else is because Ice Beasts are immune to Mephitic Cloud. So really, I might soon find myself, you know, changing my mind on that decision in this particular run since I don't have Mephitic Cloud. And I'm trying to work without it. I'm not intentionally working without it, mind you. I will totally pick it up if I find it, but I am working at not using Pure Conjuration, since Pure Conjurations does not seem to be very Fluttershy to me. Should also probably avoid Flight, though Levitation would be fine, since, well, yeah. She is a winged Pegasus or whatever, but she is also not much of a flyer. Until that one episode where she really needed to be, so, you know. I can go either way, I guess, if I have to. I can totally make excuses for this. Gotcha. And now I'm starving. Funny how I went full circle on that whole stop the moment I'm not hungry thing, huh? Oh, if I can eat your eyes. I can't eat your eyes. Awesome. Alright, that solves the problem. I'm no longer hungered. I've cleared out the immediate threat. I've switched my skill training to something worthwhile. Hit to a staircase and then quit for this. That's all the time I've got. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.